let's see how this goes. Hey everyone, it's been a while. The first thing you might notice is that I am once again in a new setting. Yes, I know, let's keep coming and coming. I can now reveal 3 pretty big things. Number 1, I've moved back to England and I've been living here since September of last year. Secondly, I just finished my master's degree in screenwriting, which I'm super excited about, and I'm also in a lot more debt over. Thanks, loans. And 3, I'm getting married soon. So yeah, a lot has happened in the last year, and it has also involved a lot of growing up and reassessing how much of my life I want to share with the internet. And that's part of the reason why I let YouTube go a little bit last year. And honestly, the other part is because the equipment that I had just wasn't giving me the ability to give you guys the quality content that I know you deserve. And the biggest factor in that was just time. I really didn't know what kind of content creator I wanted to be anymore. When I look at the videos that I made 6 years ago as an 18-year-old in college, there are a lot of things that I'm proud of, but there's also a lot of videos that I just kind of want to bury. I mean, don't get me wrong, every video I've made has led me to where I am now, but there are videos like my one-take reviews from high school and a lot of my reaction videos from college and beyond that I'm just not really that proud of anymore, and that's not really what I want to continue making. I'm 24 now. I am a much different person than I was when I started YouTube back in the day, and there are just different things that I want to do with my channel going forward. Which brings me to today. I recently spent this past weekend at Summer in the City. I had an amazing time. I got to attend so many really helpful panels, and I got to meet a few of the YouTubers that I admire a lot, like Hannah Witten and Evan Edinger, both of whom have been really instrumental in my life, really. And it was just nice to get to talk shop with them for a little bit, especially on Creator and Industry Day, when it was a bit more quiet, and we really got to kind of talk about the ins and outs and what kind of content I kind of wanted to make. So yeah. And I finally now know what I want to do. So starting next week, I'm going to be putting my screenwriting degree and my feminism to good work, and I'm going to be reviewing 1 movie a week that is either written or directed by a woman. These will include blockbuster films. The first film that I'm going to start with next week is Wonder Woman, and I cannot wait to talk to you about it. But I'm also going to be talking about some lesser known films, be they indie movies that not a lot of people saw, or films that I've just really enjoyed from my childhood and my past and that I really want to talk about with you. And these reviews will cover my thoughts in general about the film as a whole, and I'm also going to be talking about some of the sexist tropes that some of these movies do or do not adhere to. I'm so excited to start this discussion with you guys because this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I have a spreadsheet over 100 films long that I'm dying to get to. So there will be no shortage of things to talk about on this channel in the next weeks and months and years. Oh my goodness. And not only that, I get to introduce you to some of the films that I love, and I get to introduce you to some awesome female filmmakers that really everyone should know about at this point. I mean, come on. So in addition to the new direction that my channel is taking, I'm actually going to be sharing a lot less of my personal life on this channel than I have in the past. Well, I'm still very active on Twitter and I still use my Instagram occasionally, but I want to have more of a separation between my personal life and my creative projects for the sake of my sanity. So no, you are probably not going to be seeing my husband very much on this channel, except if it's a movie that we both have very strong thoughts on. Maybe. That being said, I think I've had long enough of a break from YouTube, and I'm so excited to get back into making videos and to have meaningful discussions with you guys. Before I go, I would like to let you know that I haven't been completely absent from the internet during my YouTube hiatus. I have actually started a blog, and I've been writing about my experiences as an American living in London in the UK over the past year. It's called Helen Goes to England, and the link to that will be in the description down below. It does get a little bit more personal on there, but there is still some fun to be had. I talked about my favorite pieces of entertainment from the year 2018. That includes movies, TV, sports, oddly enough, and books. And I reviewed all of the entries for Eurovision this past year, which was such a fun project to take on. Speaking of Eurovision, I was actually a guest on the EuroWhat podcast less than a month ago. You can check that out in the description. It's a podcast that I have been loving for the past year, and it was so exciting to be on it to talk about France and the UK in Eurovision and what they can do to improve. And there is a lot. Mike and Ben were such great hosts, and hopefully I will be back to talk about national final season. In any case, definitely go check that one out. As for me, you can follow me on Twitter at HelenMarie95. You can also follow me on Instagram at HelenMarie_95. Got to that one a little bit late. And I think that about does it. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me over the past year that I've been away. Thank you for welcoming me back. I'm excited to be here, and let's talk women in film, shall we? As before, and as always, remember to keep living awesome lives, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.